Hey guys, this week I want to talk to you about how to get your mojo back. In other words, how to have positive energy this week, how to be the person that people want to be around and learn from and just get encouragement from. Have you ever been around somebody and they're just the kind of person you walk away from and you go, wow, I don't really know if I can put my finger on what that person was doing or what was about them, but I just sensed they had a lot of energy about them. They were very positive, and I felt good when I left their presence. Or maybe you've been around other people that are a little bit grouchy, grumbly, and you don't really want to be around them. You leave them going, oh my gosh, if I can just get away, I can't get away fast enough. Maybe you've been that person. We've all been that person at one point in time where we're just kind of grumpy, had a bad day, had a bad week, something's going on, whatever, and you're just kind of grumpy. You've lost your mojo. So this week, I'm going to teach you how to regain your mojo. What does it take to generate mojo? Because you don't just have it. You've got to generate the mojo, the good vibes, good feeling around you by decisions that you make and how you treat other people. So number one is people that you meet that have a good mojo, that you like to be around, a positive energy, are people who are beyond their past. And I mean that is, they don't live in their past. They're living in the moment. They've just been able to move beyond hurts and pains and struggles and go, you know, that's in the past. I've got a lot of life to live. I've got a lot of things to accomplish, a lot of things that I want to do, and I want to live in the excitement of the right now, right here. And those people are exciting to be around. For example, when you go out and have lunch with your friends or maybe some coworkers you enjoy being around, and you're at the table, and it's just, there's energy, there's excitement. You love being there because it's the moment you're living in. You're swapping stories, you're talking about ventures, you're talking about dreams, you're talking about the future, but it's pow, 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 pow. Hey, let me tell you about this thing. And there's energy at the table, and the reason you enjoy that and the reason it's so positive and energetic and you like being around that is that no one is bringing up the old past and this gray and dark and gloomy. It's just energy and power right now. And so that's what helps things stay positive, and you get your mojo back when you decide that you're over your past. How are you doing with that? How are you doing with your past? Just leaving it back there and say, I've got a lot of life to live out in front of me, and you better get on living your life out in front. Well, number two is, not only do you have to do that, you've got to get over your past, but you've got to engage with the people that are around you. You've got to really pay attention to the people that are around you and in that moment. For example, have you ever been to a conference or somewhere in a meeting and you're trying to engage with someone, have a conversation, and they're looking over your shoulder the entire time you're trying to have a conversation with them because they're seeing who they may spot in the crowd or maybe who may spot them, and the conversation just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of awkward and breaks down and it's not energetic, it's not good. One of the great things about coaching that I have received and I also give on a weekly basis is attention to people. Changes the dynamic. It makes you have mojo. It gives you positive energy toward that other person. Is that when the person this week, when you're in a meeting, when you're at lunch, when you're at home with your children and your wife or your significant other, here's what you need to do is give them all the attention of that moment. In other words, they become the most important person in the world right then, the person that's in front of you. You want to revitalize your marriage, your relationships, make that person, when you speak to them, they're the most important person in the world and they have all of your attention. You want to revitalize and have the mojo with your children? Then you do the same thing with your children. When you engage with them and talk about their day, let your child know that they have your 100% full attention, and it changes the entire dynamic. Remember when you were early first dating and you gave each other total devotion and you could have a conversation and you locked in because that person was the most important person in the room because you were communicating with them. People that have positive energy and that I say that have their mojo working are the people who pay attention to whoever's in front of them at the moment, because there is a powerful dynamic that takes place that we don't get anywhere else in this world, because most of the time when you're trying to communicate with people, they've got their phone, you know, they're on their computer or whatever's going on. But if you lock out all that and lock in on the person that you're communicating with and they become the most important person in the world at that moment, you will be regaining and you will have mojo and positive energy, and people love to be around that. Third is this. You regain your mojo this week by anticipating the excitement of whatever's coming your way. In other words, you don't know what this week's going to bring with meetings or whatever you've got scheduled with your job or with your family or a trip, but just be excited about what's going to happen. You remember when maybe you were a kid, or maybe you have children, or maybe you've got grandchildren, I don't know, but and it's a birthday party or Christmas time, and there are 10 or 15 gifts around on the floor. The kids that are excited, they don't really care what's in the box. They're just excited to get a box, and they rip open the box. We don't know what's in here yet, but we're just going to get in here and get it out and enjoy the moment. There's excitement there. People that are positive and they have their mojo working are people that are just excited for the moment. Whatever's happening this week, whatever's happening today, I'm just going to love it. I'm going to enjoy whoever's there. I'm going to engage with whoever's there. They're going to get my attention, and I'm going to be excited about whatever's happening in front of me. People that are excited, people who have their mojo working, people that are positive in what they're doing, they enjoy the excitement of whatever comes around the next corner. So, fourthly is this, is that people that have their mojo, if you want to keep your mojo and have your mojo working this week, is you have to respect other people. How are you doing in this? Do you respect other people? When you're in a room, or you're in a relationship, or you're in a meeting, and people respect your views, they respect your vision or your dream, they don't make fun of it, they cheer you on, they realize that you can do it. And those people have they're exciting to be around. They have their mojo working. So you want to be the kind of person who engages with people, and you respect other people, and you give them encouraging words. You help them the best that you can. You give them all that you have. You serve them powerfully, because you understand that really anyone's life compass, when they're trying to figure out what direction to go and how to change direction. So this week, I encourage you to examine your life and how you're doing in all these areas, so that you can be the one in the room, in the meeting, at your home, in all your relationships, with the mojo.